I watched the fires burn all night. Smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Dowd, gone at last. How many tried to kill you, and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man? Now no one but the Void can collect. For years, I imagined the outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives, but I know what Dowd wanted. And if he's got to wander the Void forever, maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful whale burned to cinders, did the outsider laugh or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years, and it burned away in hours. Dowd is dead, and Megan Foster died with him. One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the Void. His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them. But he went too far. Before the Eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart.
For years, we planned jobs just like the bank. Watching houses from rooftops, stealing keys, bribing servants, sharpening our blades as we waited for the right moment. You were proud of what we could do. I knew that much. I never told you about my time in Karnaca. How I came to Dunwall. How the outsider marked me and made me the man I was. As I look out on the water for the last time, I know none of that matters. Who I thought I was will end with me. All that will be left of me is your memories. You were the best I ever taught. Your betrayal was expected. For the lives we led then, you had no choice but to turn against me. But now, I find myself counting on you again. You have what you need. You will find out what to do. It's time, Billy. Kill the outsider. Remove this terrible power from the world. For everything we did, and everything it did to us. I could have died 100 bloody ways. But in the end, here I am, on your ship, sipping your last good whiskey. That's not so bad. Thank you, Billy. And farewell.
Some minds get fixed on one thing and never find a way out. Cienfuegos wanted to see the Void. Well, maybe he's seen it now. Only the outsider knows how long the Eyeless have kept their hideout a secret. I'll find out where it is. Months ago, the conservatory closed with barely a warning. The Abbey is only just finding out what black magic was being practiced inside. Even the Oracular Order is here. That's strange. They almost never leave their chapels. The information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way. I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
A fine day's work, brother. We need only record the heretical text we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I can
troubling
save from
items in
that
the
fire.
curator's office.
It's all ashes.
What now?
I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still
More
here.
bizarre cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take-one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewind saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, this could destroy the Abbey.
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
Am I being presumptuous? Hoping to cross paths with that monster?
Over here.
What do you want?
It's Milani. He went into that building with the red poster over there. Said he wanted to check for something real quick like. Well, that was hours ago, and he's not back. And with overseers crawling all over the place, I just know something bad happened.
You look tough. Why don't you go check on him?
Can't. Promised I'd stay put right here, out of harm's way. Lon says we can't risk us both getting hurt. Especially if... Please. Can you just go check on him for me? I'll make it worth your while.
The streets are closed on Abbey orders.
The void tempts mysteries and craves answers, but all it gives is a form to the world's fears, a hole in the world.
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
We'll just deliver you to the void.
Open the door! Open the cursed door!
Calm yourself. He can't stay in there forever.
Do you think he escaped through a back exit?
It's a bar. He's probably drunk and passed out. You know how these blasphemous rats seek out sin.
Last warning! Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room.
Burn a bright
If he runs,
fire with
block
our
his
virtuous
escape.
actions.
We
So
saw
the
you
others
spoke
will
into this
not
place.
lose their way.
We will find you.
We know what you're doing. Reveal yourself, criminal.
No.
Oh.
We'll need to write a report to Brother Collectibles.
No.
I was weak.
All these charms, these runes, and fetid offerings on shrines made for me will be nothing more than objects worn in the living. Bones of dead things thrown into the dirt.
We need to prepare the carriage for the roving vice overseer. He travels to Calero, then Dunwall on Abbey business later today.
Ah, his mission here must be concluded then. For such an urgent task, he made short work of it.
So it would seem. I'm certain the High Overseer will be most interested in his report about what transpired here, and in the oracular sister's prophecies that he carries with him.
Coin clinks together now, filled with many things. Black metal, red oil tasting like the sea. We slip in and out the old way, pressed close to wood and stone.
Coming in from the restricted area. You must need supplies. Someone looks armed and dangerous. It's all yours. Enjoy. Nice doing business with you. Don't see many customers coming in from that district anymore. I hope the quarantine is lifted soon. Come back next time you need something. What? What is this?
Untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
and streets and sewers all feared us. Bite, 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 bite.
All the night.
Sister Rosewind is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them. It's all diary scribbles and rhymes. Nothing useful. They'll burn away every trace of witchcraft from this place.
Markings, and then the tears. They were scrambling to testify against one another by the end. They hoped betraying their sisters would compel us to mercy. They were all found guilty, naturally. We could barely hear the sentencing over their wails.
I am sorry to have missed it.
One spat in Brother Cardoza's face and said she would never confess.
Did she?
No. We cut out her tongue.
How did she manage to get through the vent system?
I don't know, but I saw her crawl out of that open hatch in the courtyard. I believe there is now only one witch left alive in the cellar holding chamber.
Our therapy has thinned their numbers. Have you searched this one's corpse?
Not yet. Brother Cardoza will want to examine it personally. Her death will serve the Abbey better than her wicked life ever could.
Very true, brother. We must send someone to inspect that vent. We don't want another desperate rat creeping through the pipes. Another dead witch. What happened this time?
Brother Cardoza says they keep dying during therapy. He says there's a heretical organ inside them that turns the healing power of music into
this is a
pain.
cure.
Their corrupted bodies reject the cleansing.
By the strictures. Imagine being so impure, so enthralled to the abyss, that you can't survive the sacred music. Those poor, lost creatures.
Don't waste your pity on them, brother. They chose to serve the outsider. They chose their profane ways. They deserve to die.
Good evening, my dear. Ready for your treatment? Now, no tears. You know how important these sessions are for finding a cure. Tonight, I'm going to play the music in short intervals, and then ask you a few simple questions. That's easy enough, isn't it? Shh, relax. Let me adjust the straps a bit so you can turn your head. I know these chairs aren't the most comfortable, but... well... let's get started. There. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now, let me wipe that blood from your mouth. There. Now tell me, where does it hurt when I play the music? Behind your eyes? In your stomach? Come now. You won't answer a simple question? I want to make your pain end, can't you see that? But you have to help me. Fine. If you won't describe your pain, tell me how you started on this path of corruption. When did you first notice the outsider's corrosive touch? What blasphemies did he whisper to you in the darkness of your heart? What does his corruption feel like as it seeps through you, staining your mind and dragging you down into filth and heresy? Ah, very well. Let's try it again, shall we? For a little longer this time.
No!
I remember these back in Dunwall. When it played, it was like knives sliding over your skin. What's going on here? What are they doing to you?
What are they doing to you? Your eye has gone black. Is it your punishment? They say I'm guilty of heresy. Do you think I'm guilty? Oh, I have secrets to spend for my freedom. I can tell you where my sisters stashed their precious trinkets of bone. Or I can tell you a spell to never be alone again. I see you. You have a face. Your eyes sees into the deepest part of me. Let me out of this cage. I know a secret way to the terrace, too. I've heard they can see the future from up there. What a view it must be. Here, look. It's a door. It needs a key in it. Yes, so do I. But don't change the subject. Open the door, open the door, open the door. Just open the door for me. The faceless man, he has the key. I can still hear the music. Please let me out. I nailed his name to a tree and he withered away. Kill them first. Kill them for the pieces of me they tore away. If they turn their eyes on me again, I am dead. Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
It's all right. You can finally leave this place.
Leaving? I'm leaving. Hear this. Search on top of the painting on the left. You'll find the key to the locked door. What do we do? What do we do?
With that monstrous assassin.
Even Phil, we unite against the spirit of the unknown that would drag us.
Have you ever encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their chapels. I only saw them once before, during the Feast of Painted Kettles by the end of Dunwall's rat plague.
No, I have not. This is the first time. If I may ask, brother, why are they here with us? Surely we can manage these heretics ourselves.
Sister Rosewind personally called for an investigation into this place, and in her wisdom brought our sisters to aid in this mission. Remember, brother, their visions see beyond what you or I may understand in the present. Their prophecies guide the Abbey, and their pronouncements guide you.
Yes, of course you are correct. I will be wary of the errant mind.
See that you do.
Huh?
Are we not brothers? That is what I should have said.
They will
Now
rise
I
up
feel
among you like a
remorse.
virulent swarm,
It will
devouring
bother all of
everything wherever they go, even filth.
Still no word from our sisters. Strange. Very strange indeed.
We will
I must draw
burn a
strength
bright
from my
fire
brothers.
with our
For are
virtuous
we not
actions,
as one?
so the others will not lose their way. Disgraceful. The roots of heresy run rampant and deep here. The High Overseer will want a thorough inventory of every profane item. A stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
Fix your eyes to what is.
Sister Kuei, audiograph entry for the 15th day of the month of rain. Our investigations have led us to these unseemly devices. I have been attending to the dead, and some evenings I've heard voices coming from them. They speak in the manner of our trances. My sisters do not believe me, and some have gone so far as to accuse me of a lying tongue. I know this is black magic, some remnant of the witch's heresy, but I speak the truth. I brought this machine to record their utterances. They should speak any moment. Why am I the only one to hear our dead speak? What temptations of black magic are these? It whispers through their teeth. A voice without a throat. I swear to you that I've heard it.
Leave poisons in the streets. These vermin carry secrets and disease. What is this darkness? What is this end? It is fading, sisters. I can see no further. What does she hold in her hand? Her fingers grasping greedily. Fine bones and fine threads of hair. She keeps both close. It is dead, yes, long dead. It is repulsed of heresy. Tell them to cull the rats. Leave poisons in the streets. These vermin carry secrets.
A thief. A victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why hasn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come and clean this up.
Sister Rosewyn requests your presence on the terrace. It's about the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
Yes, very good. Tell Sister Rosewyn I'll be right there. I need to finish one little test first, before this creature's flesh degrades. Curvature is eroded in the frontal lobe. Unusual separation. It's as the stricture says, the errant mind becomes fractious and divided. Fascinating. The sacred music seems to have corroded the arterial network leading to the seat of cognition. The dense tissue here, the anemic blood. Yes. Decidedly abnormal. Where does the seat of heresy lie? Which wayward organ compels these wretched creatures to seek the void, to heed the outsider's dark whispers? Perhaps if I excise the witch's eyes next time before playing the music. Yes, corrupted vision, the shadowed senses. I must cut them out. They scream in agony at the sacred music. It pains them. All beauty is ugliness in their fevered minds. They burn with heresy from within. Oh, right. The Heretic Archive.
What are they looking for? Bet they'd love to cut me open, too.
The
subject of today's examination is a well-developed, well-nourished woman appearing the offered age of 29 years. Cause of death is undetermined, but Brother Wells saw her collapse during musical therapy, convulsing and screaming. Which heretical organ inside her wasted, pale flesh rejected the ancient music? Initial examination showed no rigor, and lividity was at a minimum and unfixed. The unembalmed body is well preserved and cool to the touch. Pressure on the chest reveals pliant skin. No contusions, no marks. Only smooth. Flawless. Why must it take death to purify the darkness from your flesh? How can I remove the stain of heresy from your body and preserve this wondrous symmetry of form? How to cut out the outsider's foul influence from inside you, leaving only grace and perfected beauty behind. Oh yes, my dear, you're lovely like this. Lovely.
Some calamity approaches. Lena.
Brother Cardoza, at last. I've concluded my study of the hidden archive, especially this silvergraph plate.
A silvergraph plate? What did you find out? Is there something special about it?
It is an abomination. Darkness clings to it. We must destroy it, lest it fall into less righteous hands. Show it to no one, and burn its heretical stain from the world.
I got it.
Overseers. Ignorant, useless. They know as much. Where's the hounds they keep?
One of us saw that coming, Rosewood. I can take a look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know. There are places where the void leaks into our world, like a crack in a ship's hull. But how?
scream against indifference and whisper questions. All their hate, their loneliness, their terror, they break against the rocks, one wave after another.
It's like the world is breaking apart. This is what I needed. There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silvergraph plate with me.
Oh, my mind still sings with that awful music, but it is quieter now. Thank you. I don't know where I'll go. The world doesn't want women like us.
Obliterator.
I'm sorry. He didn't make it. But I found this letter with him. Thought you might want it.
Oh, no. Lonnie. Thank you. What am I gonna do without him? Oh, my poor Lonnie.